Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how you can pass the class object as a reference. So for this, let me take one example. So here I'm going to use the same class I had written previously, and this class will take two parameters called name and gender. Okay. So let's say this is my constructor I have defined and it is inside the class. Now what I will do outside of the class, okay, see, it is outside. I'm writing outside of the class. Okay, outside of class. So here I'm going to write a function. So the function name is, let's say, greeting. Okay, greeting. And here I don't need to pass the self because it's outside of the class. Okay, it's a function, not a method. Now this particular function will return, hi, my name is, I am dash. Okay. Now what will happen? This particular function will take one input, which is nothing but a class object. So let me give the object name. Let's say the object name is person. Fine. So this is the parameter this function will take. Now inside that I'm going to write person dot name, and I'll write person dot gender. Okay, that's it. Now if I execute the program, see, it is working fine. Now let me first of all initialize the class object. So I'll initialize it here. Let's say P is my person object, and it will take two input. The name, let's say name is Bappi, and the gender, let's say male. Now see, if I execute the program, it is working fine. Now see, I'm going to call this function right now. So I'll call greeting, and what greeting takes one class object. You can see it takes one class object. Now I'll pass this class object inside this function. Now see, if I execute the program, it will show me this message, hi, my name is Bappi and I'm a male. That means what is happening, you can pass this class object as a reference to a function. Okay, like previously we learned like we can also pass like list object, tuple object, integer objects, okay, as a reference to a function. Like different data type we can pass as a reference to a function. So in OP also we can create a class, and that particular class object we can pass as a reference into a function. It is possible here. Now another thing you can do, you can also return one specific class object from a function. It is also possible. So for this I'll do a small modification here. So here I'm going to write, let's say P1, and I'm going to call this class, okay, class object person, and inside that I'm going to give two input. Let's say name is Alex and is male. Okay, now I'll simply return this P1. Okay, P1 is what is P1? P1 is a class object. Okay, it's a class object. Now here I'm returning from a function. Now if I execute, now first of all I need to initialize the class. Then if I execute this function, what is returning? It is returning one object called P1. Now I will store in a variable. Let's say I will store in a variable called A. Now if I execute, see, it is printing this statement. Now if I just write, let's say a dot name, so it will give me Alex. And if I just write a dot gender, it will give me male. Okay, why? Because here I was returning this object. Okay, here I was returning this class object, and that is why I'm able to access the attribute of that particular object. Okay, this is the idea. So I hope this is clear, okay, how things are working. So that's how we can pass any kinds of class object as a reference into a function. Okay, it is possible inside OOP. So yes, this is all from this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much.